This is the last night of the school year. I'm going to make the most of it and survive the freshman year. The question is, are you ready for what's coming next? This is Kirby Marie here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome back to the Freshman 3. I think today is going to be a final episode. I think this has been the longest series based on the Freshman series. Last episode where we left off, we kind of started, I think if I'm not being mistaken, Jesus, I don't even remember. I think last episode when we started off, we had the talk with James about everything that happened. Once again, he apologized, we forgave him, and yada yada, because he knew about the whole Yasmin thing and how Yasmin treated him bad then later on. Then after that, we just celebrated, we were playing goofy games and whatsoever. Then someone came to visit. It was Brandon, Zach's boyfriend, who came from Peru early to be with Zach. And you know, we just had a fun chill episode. And yeah, right now we're gonna play chapter 17. I think this is the final episode today. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Without further ado, let's just jump right in. Hold on, okay. I put the mic a little bit far. You're in your room getting ready for the final dance of the year when you're interrupted by a knock on your door. Just a sec. You walk over and enter the door. Hi, Kirby. I just came to see if you were ready. James catches sight of you and gasps, "Wow, Kirby, you're absolutely breathtaking." You really like it? Kirby, you could wear a potato sack and you'll still be the most beautiful girl in the room. He leans down and kisses you firmly, wrapping his arms around your waist. Aww. Hey, careful with the lip gloss. Oh, my apologies. You know I can't resist the taste of strawberries. It's still hitting me that this is the last dance of the year. I can't believe how time flies. And it's so crazy. I'm totally in denial. I knew it was coming, but I can't believe the day is actually here. I know, but you can't stay a freshman forever.
That's not entirely true. Trust me, there's nothing like the treat of academic probation to make sure you see the future.
You turn to see Caitlin grinding at you from the doorway.
Come on, you two, everyone's waiting.
And James followed her out of the living room.
Finally, they emerged. What took you so long?
Hey, I needed an extra minute, okay? I wanted to make sure I looked perfect. You certainly achieved that.
Thank you.
I really miss you guys. I would have been kicking myself if I missed out on this dance. I'm pretty sure Zach would have been kicking you too.
I'm just happy that the finals are over. My eye was stressing me out so bad I literally thought I'd explode. Seriously, at least you didn't have to take your midterms the week before the finals. If you ever need incentive to do your work on time, remember my story.
Yeah.
Well, the whole gang is back together and ready for its last hoorah. Who's ready to make this dance our B word?
What?
Tyler punches his fist enthusiastically into the center of the circle. Slowly, you all put your hands on top of his. Let's make this a night to remember. You and your friends walk toward the center of campus and get your first glimpse of the decorated quad. That looks pretty. Wow! Ooh.
Something cheap, balloons and streamers, but they really outdone themselves, huh?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, they did. I see a buffet. Who's with me?
Who's got time for food when you haven't seen your boyfriend in months? Come on, Brandon. I miss those awkward dance moves. You said I was a great dancer. You are to me, because I love you. Less talking, more hip shaking. Brandon gives you all a wave as Zach tugs him toward the dance floor. You start to follow your friends when you spot Zig standing by the drink table. Hey guys, I'll meet you up in a second. You walk over to Zig on the other side of the dance floor. Hey Zig. Hey Kirby, check out that dress. You like it? It's really nice. Now I feel even more undressed, kind of regretting the decision to come to this dance now. Yeah, about that. What are you doing here? What? You're not happy to see me? It's not that, I'm just confused, I guess. These dances are usually only for heartfelt students. I guess that means Chris hasn't told you yet. He did! He's in heartfelt. Tell me what? You're looking at Hartfeld's newest night. Wow, school spirit sounds weird coming from me. Congratulations, Zig! That's so amazing! Did Chris tell you that this was supposed to be a semi-formal? He did, but I don't actually own a suit and I also don't really give a damn. Well, I for one will take up any opportunity to dress up. Where else I was going to show up this ensemble? So how does it feel to be a college man? So far, pretty much the same. I'm guessing that'll change when I actually start classes. Well, I hope you're prepared for 4 years of boring lectures and all 9 cram sections. Zig looks at all the students around him before returning to his gaze to yours. Eso mismo. Kirby, I owe you huge things. I thought this would never happen to me. My mom basically thinks you're my guardian angel, and my sisters think you're my girlfriend. Oh, they do they? Don't worry, I set them straight, though I can't say they weren't disappointed. Your conversation is interrupted as James walks over and shakes his arm around your waist. James, Zig just told me he got into Hartford for the fall. Congratulations, man. Thanks. 10-year-old me would never have been so excited to go to school. Welcome to Hartford. I hope I'm not interrupting, but I came to see if my beautiful girlfriend wanted to dance. He takes your hand and kisses the back of it. Don't let me keep you guys. I'll see if I can make some new friends. Give it the old college try. Man, this place is getting to me already. Zig digs a pack of cigarettes out of his pocket as he turns away. Good luck, and remember that this is a smoke-free campus. He grins sheepishly as he tucks the pack away, then he walks off toward the buffet line while James leads you out onto the dance floor. You reach the center of the dance floor. He puts one hand on your waist and takes your other hand in his, leading you around the floor with a sweeping gait. Are we waltzing? We are, but now I feel weird about it. Is it weird? We had to take a class at my prep school. It's not, it just feels a little proper, that's all. I guess I'm more used to the level of partner dancing you do in the middle school. I kinda like it though. It makes me feel like a princess. James grins, leaning down to kiss you while never missing a step. Aww. Maybe that's because you are. You got the look down, all you need is a crown. He kisses the top of your head, pausing there. Are you smelling me? That's weird. Sorry, I miss you so much. I didn't think I'd be back at Hartford so soon, especially not in the time for dance. I guess with all that's happened this quarter, part of me is kind of surprised we made it here after all. I just hope you see what I was seeing. It seemed like you were losing little pieces of yourself with every step closer to LA, and I was losing you too. But I still knew you'd come crawling back eventually. I like to think of it more as a dignified strut of defeat. Oh my god. But seriously, I'm proud of you. Things got difficult, sure, but you went after what you wanted. We can't control what life throws at us, but we can choose the company we keep. And I won't ever regret choosing you. James kisses you. The hand that was resting on your hip winds around your back, and he holds you close to him. I wouldn't take a single second of time. I've known you. Good, bad, I treasured it all. You wrap your arms around his neck, closing the gap between you, and rest your head on his shoulder. Okay, enough waltzing. There's too much space involved. Now follow my lead. Your body sways slowly back and forth, completely in sync. After dancing for a while, you and James leave the dance floor. We only been here about an hour and I'm already exhausted. I'm going to grab us some drinks. Be back in a moment. He gives you a kiss on the cheek before walking up toward the drink table. You notice Madison, Logan, Tripp, and Edgar at the buffet. Madison spots you and waves you over enthusiastically.
Hi, Kirby. Your dress is super cute. I think I even heard Becca said something about it.
Even Becca? Now that's a compliment. Where is she anyway? It's kind of weird seeing you without her.
She wandered out for a little while ago. I don't think she was having that much fun. It might be because me and Logan have been dancing together all night.
Oh, she hasn't told Madison about her parents divorcing.
Yikes.
Logan squeezes Madison's hand. I know you're worried about her, Mads, but she's still got all the other Kappa girls to hang out with.
I guess so. Kirby, have you been having fun?
Honestly, I'm having a blast. I wish this night would never end.
You and James are so cute together.
Thank you.
Thanks, Madison. Saying goodbye for the summer is going to be tough.
But you're going to stay in touch with everyone, right? We should talk sometime too.
Of course, I'm sure your summer escapades will be way more interesting than my TV show watch binge sections over break. So what are you guys doing over the summer? What aren't we doing? More like aren't we going?
We're all going on a cruise.
That sounds amazing. I could use some lessons in summertime planning from you guys. Just then, a romantic number starts up on the dance floor and Logan takes Madison's hand. Sorry guys, do you mind? Madison smiles at you as Logan leads her away. You catch sight of Darren by the punch table.
I'm going to keep making my rounds. You two have fun.
You wave goodbye to Trip and Edgar and make your way over to Darren.
Hey, Darren.
Kirby, it's good to see you.
Wow, don't you look dapper? Got a hot date?
Amara sails up to Darren with an extra cup of punch. Darren puts his arm around her waist. Sure do, thanks to you, Kirby. Darren let it slip that you give him some helpful advice along the way, and then I told him you'd done the same for me. Then don't call me the love guru for nothing. Last time I checked, you were asking to be called Cupid. Either title, it's fine with me. I'm glad to see you here at the dance together. I was on the fence about it until Darren said he didn't care if I wore a dress or not. Get this, Kirby, I landed an internship in Northridge for the summer, so I'll stay in the area after graduation.
Sounds like you guys will be seeing a lot of each other. Any crazy plans?
Well, he and Amara look at each other, then back at you. Our dates mostly consist of us just hanging out, but it might be nice to do something a little different. Any suggestions?
That's easy. Attend the summer festival. They're bound to pop up all over town during the summer.
You won't have to go far and it'll be something different. Darren squeezes Amara closer. And you can critique the music. Hey, I'm not always so critical. I'm sure you'll help me figure out how to relax. I'm sure you guys have fun, whatever you do. You clearly don't need the love guru anymore. But we're thankful for everything she's done. Darren kisses Amara's temple, smiling against the side of her head. Very thankful. Chocolate fountain just got refilled. Darren and Amara exchange a fiery look, hands clasping. Now that's a battle cry if I ever heard one. Kirby, want to join the fray with us?
I'll leave you to it. I think I just saw Abby and Tyler.
Darren and Amara forge their way to the chocolate fountain, hand in hand, while you head over to where Abby and Tyler have just twirled off the dance floor. Aren't you two dynamic dancing duo? Abby and Tyler turn towards you, red-faced and breathless with glee.
Oh, hey, Kirby!
Nice alliteration use. Having fun? As he says it, he and Abby look at each other and dissolve into giggles. I am, and clearly so are you. What are you two so giddy about?
Wow!
We've been talking. Come on, spit it out already.
We're thinking of visiting each other over the summer. You know, doing the whole meet the parents thing.
Wow! Congratulations!
We're both a little nervous.
We told our parents a lot about each other, but still the thought of actually meeting is kind of scary. Oh, come on, you guys. You're perfect together. Your parents will see that, and if they don't, then at least you'll know it. They look at each other, smile softening. My parents would be insane not to love you as much as I do.
Tyler!
Okay, cut it out. You're giving me a toothache. You sigh dramatically. I remember when you were two first quarter freshmen pitting on each other, but so horribly awkward about the whole thing.
Kirby, please, neither of us wants to remember that.
Even this love guru had a tough time getting you two together. Well, we definitely appreciate your persistence. Zach and Brandon appear at your side, fingers lashed tightly together. Hey guys, this dance is the bomb. I can honestly say I ain't no party like a heartfelt party. And of course, I miss this guy most of all. He raises his hand and Zach's link hands and kisses Zach's knuckles. I'm feeling outnumbered by couples right now. You legit. Oh, come on. We all got an eyeful of you out on the dance floor earlier. And on that note, Tyler tilts his head back toward the floor, grinning at Abby.
Looks like the cardio works out not over yet. See you guys later.
She and Tyler boogie their way back onto the dance floor. Ah, young love. You're the one to talk. You two are radiating lovey-doveyness. Brandon puts his arms around Zach and Zach leans back into him. A whole quarter apart was tough, even with Skype dates. I can hardly believe I managed at all. I guess it's mostly thanks to you for being there for me through all my doom and gloom, Kirby.
Of course, you kept it all together pretty well.
Okay, that's the line of the century. I could have called that a bluff from the southern hemisphere.
Oh, come on, you weren't that bad.
You didn't lock yourself in your room blasting mournful Enrique Iglesias ballads. Oh boy, did I come close though.
Hey, now you got the whole summer ahead of you. Only happy thoughts from now on, am I right?
We've been trying to think of some cool ways to make up for our time apart. We're eyeing the music festival on the West Coast. One of my favorite bands is headlining.
I really need to step up my game. Everyone has better summer plans than I do.
Your gaze travels over the perimeter of the dance, landing on a lone figure standing inside the gazebo. Becca? Aww.
Isn't one of the signs of the apocalypse a sorority girl looking gloom at a party?
Zach and Brandon follow your gaze where Becca is leaning against a railing looking forlorn in the glow of the golden lights. Becca ditching the dance floor on the last night of the quarter is something I never thought I'd see.
Is it weird? I might regret this, but I'm going to go see what's up. You two keep giving Tyler and Abby a run for their money in the cutest couple category.
Okay. After saying goodbye to Zach and Brandon, you walk over to Becca, whose arms are folded atop the railing. She looks over as you approach, then scans you up and down.
Finally, Kirby wears an outfit that doesn't make me want to barf. Congratulations.
Wow.
I know you've seen me in a dress before. In a dress, in coffee stains, nothing particularly impressive.
She sighs.
Becca, is everything okay? I haven't seen you out on the dance floor. And even your catty insults are losing their punch. Don't tell me you've been keeping an eye on me. I thought I left my mom at home.
That's not exactly what I've been doing, but I am used to making your presence known, especially when no one wants it.
Don't worry about it, Kirby. I'm just not in a dancing mood. Something's definitely up. Is it your parents? Not entirely. I'm still not looking forward to going home and dealing with all of that, though. Thanks for checking in about that. Of course, I want to make sure you're okay. So what else is bothering you? Do you really want to know? I mean, sure, why wouldn't I? Last time I checked, we hadn't made the leap of besties who tell each other everything. Look, all you need to know is that it isn't the end of the world, and that's the end of that story.
It's fine, Becca. I won't make you tell me anything you don't want. The two of you look out over the dance floor, the silence between you growing slightly awkward.
So, it looked like you and your boy are having a good time.
Yeah, we really are. The dance coordinator has pulled out all the stops for this one.
If you say so, this whole thing is so not my scene. A chocolate fountain, anyone can stick their fingers into it. Can you say petri dish? This is supposed to be a dance, not science class.
She drums her fingers against the railing, then stands up straight.
Well, this conversation has been thrilling, but I'm going to turn in early. Go on, get back to your dorky friends or whatever. I didn't mean to entangle you in my mess.
Oh, come on, Becca. You don't want to dance with us for a few minutes before you go?
Believe me, I'm done here. Besides, it kinda sucks being alone at the end of the year when everyone's paired off, you know? Especially when the only person I want to go with is already taken.
She pats your arm lightly as she steps around you.
But that's the story for another time. See you around, Kirby.
Becca heads away, sending a wave over her shoulder.
Have a good summer, Becca.
A few minutes of listening to the music filtering over the dance floor, he hears footsteps and turns to see James coming toward you.
Hey, you. What happened to those drinks?
Well, I lost sight of you, and while I was looking for you, I ended up drinking both of them. I'd be happy to get you another. I just want you to have a good time tonight.
James, how could I not when I'm with you? Finally a night with no cares or worries, and I get to spend it with my favorite person in the world? I can't imagine anything more perfect.
The feeling is mutual. This is all I could even ask for. He presses his body against yours, winding a hand through your hand, and he kisses you slowly. You smile against his mouth and he pulls back. I'm happy to see you smiling again. I know it's been a rough quarter for you. Hold on, my camera's running out of battery. Hold on. I haven't felt this relaxed since the day we spent together at the beach in LA. Still, I'd much rather be there than here. I'm where I belong right now. He leans his forehead against yours and you feel his breath gently graze your lips. You run your hands along his back. I hate to sound like a jaded upperclassman, but I never thought I'd meet someone who changed my life so much. Sometimes I feel like I'm living one of my stories. You take his hands in yours and look him in the eye. This is better than a story, James. It's real. I couldn't ask for more. James holds your gaze, smiling. I love you, Kirby. I love you too, James. As you lean your head against James' chest, you feel something heavy in his jacket pocket. Oh, what? Is that a break in your jacket? I almost forgot I have something for you. James reaches into his jacket and pulls out a book of poetry. It's my first edition copy of Emily Dickinson's collected poems. I want you to have it. You take the book and flip through it, noticing an abundance of dog-eared pages and handwritten notes in the margins. James, are you sure? It looks like this book is really important to you. That's exactly why I'm giving it to you. You'll always have a piece of my heart. After everything we've been through, I want you to know how much you mean to me. He pushes a lock of hair away from your face and runs his thumb against your cheek. James, kiss me. He presses his lips to yours, his hands coming up to rest on the either side of your face. He pauses, his mouth barely hovering against yours. What do you say we get out here, spend some time alone? I'd rather keep dancing. Oh, are you sure? Come on, we'll have plenty of time to get cozy later. This is the last night of the school year. I'm going to make the most of it. Well, if you insist, I think I can restrain myself a little longer. You take James' hands, the two of you head back to meet your friends on the dance floor and dance the rest of the night away. You wake up to the sun streaming through your window. You lie in the warmth of your bed, reminiscing on the events of the night before. Hit with a bolt of inspiration, you jump out of bed, snatch up your laptop and head into the living room. Settle down on the couch, then open up your laptop and begin typing, transforming the events of the recent weeks into the final pages of Vasquez's book. When she arrived in Los Angeles, she felt like her life was falling apart, as though she were a tiny pebble in the middle of a vicious storm with nothing to anchor her. The sun was warm and the surf was cool, and she found herself reconnecting with a friend she'd been afraid she was losing. LA was like a bomb after the turmoil she'd been facing back at school, soothing her anxieties and making it seem for just a second that things were going to be okay. Suffice to say it was the whirlwind vacation she needed to distance herself from her problems back home. And even though that vacation ended on a sour note, she returned home to Hartford to find that the world had kept turning without her, that mistakes were beginning to be regretted, and that her friends were ready to begin making amends. And what better way to do that than an all-night coffee-fueled, panic-in-hand study party? The end of the quarter brought with one final hurdle to leap. A hurdle that led her first to the coffee shop to repair another friendship and to ask for help from someone who could give it better than anyone else. With two of her favorite people once again united under the same cause, Hartford took a small but meaningful step in the right direction. There was just one piece of the puzzle missing, but after a surprise reunification, all was right again in her world. So of course, the only thing left to do was celebrate. Sitting on that rooftop with her friends after an eventful year, she realized that her world had pieced itself back together. Instead of yelling in tears and the sting of betrayal, the night was filled with laughter. And so, too, was the night after that. Fissures happen. They're painful, and sometimes they seem like canyons rather than cracks. Sometimes you can't fix them, but sometimes you can, and sometimes they'll fix themselves, and you aren't always meant to be the only bit of glue holding everything together. People that love you and each other will do anything to keep those bonds. Looking at her friends, she finally felt like she understood that. A door opens and you look up to see Abby coming out of her room.
Hey Kirby, are you finishing up your book?
Yep, I've just about got it down, and then I need to turn into Gabriela at... You check the time on the corner of your computer screen and jump to your feet. I'm sorry, Abby, I gotta go. You dash to your room to change. Good enough. And then you run up to the suite with your laptop under your arm, ready to share Vasquez's completed novel with Gabriela. You lean back into Gabriela's couch as she scrolls through the document on your computer. Her brow furrows and she nods. Kirby, this is wow. Just wow. You really captured the spirit of growing up. The excitement, the struggles, the love, the self-discovery. And I crack up at all of the little details from the character's life. That story about, I'm guessing he's based on James, is that true? As far as I know, I got a lot of weird stories from my friends. Well, they really make the book come alive. So, you like it then? Like it? I love it. I can't believe how much you were able to accomplish in just 1 quarter. My father would be so proud of you. Thank you, Gabriela. That means so much coming from you. No, thank you, Kirby. I'm grateful knowing that you carry on my father's legacy. Does that mean I got your approval for publication? Absolutely. So the next steps will be... Suddenly, there's a frenzied knocking at the door. Rico starts crying, and from the bedroom, Gabriela rushes over to the door. Hold your horses, I'm coming! She opens the door, and Yasmin rushes in. Gabriela, I need to talk to you about... Her eyes fall on you as you stand up from the couch. Kirby, how are you always exactly where I don't want you to be? Yasmin, come to meddle in my life some more? Who's meddling whose life? As I recall, you flew all the way to California just to talk to James out of his big break.
Wow.
Oh, please, that big break was a big fake, and you know it. They changed everything about James' work. Besides, he made that choice himself, and he left because you're toxic. Ooh, you think so? I thought Gabriela would be happy to hear that you fill her father's book with slander and... Yasmin, that's enough. James called me right before he decided to leave LA and told me everything that had happened. Frankly, I'm disgusted with your behavior. Do you really have nothing better to do than harass college students? Wow. Wait, it's not like that. I don't have any control over your actions in Hollywood, but you certainly impeded the progress of my father's book by putting Kirby through so much heartache. I already put in a complaint with the publisher and having you pull off this project. Can't be serious! Did you even meet my father? Being serious is in our genes. Now you got 10 seconds to get out before I call the police. Gabriela struts into the bedroom to console Rico. How is this happening? Yasmin, I'm sorry, but you brought this on yourself. Honestly, you acted really unprofessionally, and I'm surprised you didn't think that it would catch up with you.
I am the one, the way your son don't need a gun to get respect.
With one last huff, Yasmin turns and storms out of the door. Gabriela re-enters, cradling Rico.
Get the hey here, you. You're over here running around with your pregnant ass.
Sorry about that, Kirby. I didn't know she was going to come by. I'm just glad someone finally called her out. As if I was going to let her off the hook after all the crap she pulled. Rico. And she had to go and wake up Rico too. Well, I'll get out of your hair so you can calm him down. But everything looks okay with the book? Kirby, the book is great. I'll email you the details on what's going to happen next. But for now, let's leave it at congratulations. You survived the freshman year. The question is, are you ready for what's coming next? What's next for the Hartford gang? Find out in the freshman book 4, which I don't know if I'm gonna play at some point. And the book. Whew, that was exhausting. But yeah, that was it for the freshman 3. It was a really fun journey. I think the freshman 2 might be still my favorite one, but the freshman 3 was the second best. I really had a lot of fun playing the freshman. I think the freshman book 4, I might do it as a pre-recorded live stream because it's short, I think, like Hunting a Braidwood Manor style. But yeah, it's been a really fun journey so far. I had a lot of fun with this book. If you have not checked out the first freshman series, go ahead. There's a playlist on both of these, both of these games. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the freshmen. There's gonna be a new series coming up as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I love you guys. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.